right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash. All right. Want to introduce the panel, but before we do, want to give you a brief introduction with today's class. It is, this is something that is very important as a nation, right? That we as Israelites seem to miss, you know, and it's about loyalty to the Most High and loyalty to each other, you know. And it's very important that we understand the gravity behind you being loyal, man. You know, we see examples in the scriptures of brothers and sisters being loyal to each other, brothers making a stance, you know, and getting together and saying, you know what, we're going to be loyal and to the Most High and to each other. But for some reason, you know, we see a lot of disloyalty, you know. So it's important for us to reintroduce this to the nation and call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Want to go ahead and just go around the panel with the brothers we have right now. Again, I'm Laz from NoCap, Nations of Kings and Priests. Go ahead and pass it to Yazar. Go ahead, King.
Shalom, shalom to the nation of Israel. I'm Brother Yazar Ben Yahweh, Congregation of the Mighty, Durham, North Carolina. First and foremost, want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem HaMashiach Yahushai. Just honored to be on the panel, man. Honored to be with the brothers of Nations of Kings and Priests. Me and the brother Bam was talking earlier about this subject, man, and it's a heavy subject that we seem to be having a lot of our brothers in this walk that's, proclaiming to be in this truth and be servants of the Most High. They don't understand the root of what it is to be loyal and to have loyalty, and not just to a brother or to your body or to the congregation or the school, but more or less to the Most High. And are you putting yourself where you're showing the Most High that you're loyal to Him for Him waking you up to this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that you are an Israelite and what's commanded of you once you come into this thing, man. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. And I can't wait to get into this, man. I think it's going to be a good lesson and a good subject, man. That's it.
Come on. Go ahead, Shatar.
Shalom to Yasharallah. This is Kadar Barazal of Nation of Kings and Priests. I'm glad that we're coming with this class tonight because, every congregation, every different brothers should be, out of 9 and 10 going through the same thing. We have brothers and sisters that's not loyal to this thing as they should be. You know what I'm saying? Not loyal to the Most High as they should be. So this is why classes like this has to be brought out, to show our people what loyalty looks like, how we can relate, how we should apply it according to the scriptures, and understand what we're doing this for. We're not doing this for ourselves. We're doing it for the Most High God and for our nation, to gather us back together so that we can return back to the Most High God to get into the kingdom. That's what this is about, Most High willing. And, that's what I'm going to leave it off with. I'm going to say shalom.
Come on. We got Elder Ariel, Shalom King, the water for
Shalom.
Always
Shalom. All praises to the Most High, Mashiach, Yahushai, and it's glad to see you brothers again. And tonight, we normally do Bible studies, but you members of our congregation over here is a little under the weather, so I'm glad for the invite from you brothers, and the topic is something that's a good thing, man, to bring out, because brothers do need this loyalty, and the loyalty that we really need to focus on is being loyal to the Most High. Really, that's what we need to do, is to be loyal to what He told us to do with keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. That's where our loyalty, and to the brothers as well. But our main focus should be a Mashiach Yahushai. You got it, King.
That's right. That's right. And King, we pray for a quick healing for those who are sick in your congregation, and pray for the healing of to the name of Yahweh Shai and Mashiach. So
The water.
we'll hold
The
them in our
water.
prayers. For the just to kind of jump off and get started, here is the ultimate factor, right? We come in the truth. We understand that we Israelites. We understand the gravity behind being an Israelite, right? So now you have to do certain things. But there are Israelites who see the I don't like to use these. It's a worldly term, but let's say the glitz and the glamour, right? Oh, I like going out. I like doing. I like the way this brother's spirit is rolling, but it not sincere, right? That not having a good foundation in this truth will lead you off, will make you disloyal, because ultimately that ground and that foundation that it was built on was not built on a proper foundation, right? First scripture I want to go to, and this is Peter, right, giving us an example of loyalty, and him instructing that part of the body of a Mashiach to be loyal, right? So Baba Kasha, let's go to First Peter 5 and verse 1, right? So this is the book of First Peter, chapter 5 and verse 1. You got it, Kadar?
Khan.
Okay, go ahead, King.
This is the book of First Peter, chapter 5, verse 1. And it reads, "The elders which are among you, I exhort."
So right here we see that as this is Peter speaking to who? The elders, right? Which are among you. Us saying what? Us noticing that there are elders amongst in the congregation. I know there's a lot of brothers out there who say we don't need elders, we don't need teachers, but when we see the scripture right here, we see an example of Peter telling the elders who are amongst them, right? And what do those elders do? They've probably been there for a minute, right? They've done the work of the Most High. They've established a reputation as teachers and or supporters of this truth and the ministry. Recall, Peter walked with Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Not only that, but the church was built on him. So he's instructing the elders who are amongst the congregation. Here's what he says. Read on.
Salakia. Who am also an elder. Keep going.
Keep reading.
Okay, Salakia. And a witness of the suffering of Christ, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed.
Right, read on.
Feed the flock of God.
He says, feed the flock of the Most High, read.
Which is among you.
That takes loyalty, being consistent with your work, feeding the flock, right? Being there, where a shepherd feeds his flock, takes care of the needs of the flock. Doesn't want to be leader, but there are certain things that the sheep need, and these needs are taken care of by those who are what they would say overseers between the shepherd and the sheep. Right? Keep reading.
Taking the oversight thereof. Not by constraint.
So this is another example, not by constraint. We do not need to constrain brothers. This is Peter saying, you don't need to constrain anybody. Hold them down. What good is loyalty if you got to hold somebody down and say you got to serve the Most High, you got to put down the blunt, You got to put down the women, put down the alcohol. This should be in your spirit already, brother. Why are leaders having to force brothers to put in the work of the Most High?
Con.
Like Peter says, without constraint, right? Read on.
But willingly,
Uh-huh.
not for filthy lucre,
Right.
but of a ready mind.
A ready mind is what? Someone that you could rely on, right? And anything that you ask him, he can provide you with, right? Here's the point. Give me verse 3, Baba Kasha.
Neither as being lords over the Most High's heritage, but being examples to the flock.
You see that? You have to be an example to the flock, right? And how do you be an example? By being loyal to the Most High, being consistent, walking in sincerity
Con.
and in truth, right? Now watch this. Give me verse 4, Baba Kasha.
Verse 4. And when the chief shepherd shall appear, ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away.
And this is the reward, right? When a Mashiach comes and most high willing, you receive that crown that he has in his hands for you. In that glorious day of our King. Right?
Con.
Give me verse 7, Baba Kasha.
Verse 7. Casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you.
Mm-hmm.
Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he
Yeah,
may
hold on a
devour.
second. You skip verse 5.
Oh, okay, Salakia. Verse 5. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder.
So now we see that Peter is instructing the younger that are not elders to submit themselves to the elders. So now what is he doing? He is instructing those, right? Read on.
Yeah, all of you be subject one to another,
Right?
and be clothed with humility.
Uh-huh.
For Yahweh resisteth the proud.
He resisted the proud. A lot of us that are not loyal to this truth, not loyal to each other, is proud, man. You know, when me and Yazal were talking earlier, like we read scriptures in the Bible about the Most High God destroying you if you sin, destroying you if you are disobedient, and brothers are willfully doing those things, not being loyal to the word, not being loyal to each other, right? So go ahead, finish that off, King.
Con. And be clothed with humility. For
Mm-hmm.
Yahweh resisteth the proud, and giveth grace to the humble.
Right, and he giveth grace to the humble, man. Right, a lot of us are impatient. Be humble and patient. The Most High will deal with you, man. Before I yield, real quick, awaken Israelites in Yahweh Shai, Shalom, Shalom, peace and blessings.
Shalom.
Rachel Yasharala, Shalom, Shalom, peace and blessings. Bishop, Shalom, King, Yahweh Shemel Shabarakatah, Shalom, Shalom, peace and blessings to you, King. So, you know, this is Peter instructing the body of a Mashiach to be loyal to each other, to be clothed in humility. And this is what we should be seeing today with the brothers, sisters, and even elders that are amongst us. Hold your elders accountable.
Con.
Straight
That's
up.
right.
Let's skip the First Timothy's verse 5 where it says rebuke not an elder, but then when you jump down, it says that when you do rebuke an elder, take a witness. So we are given instructions in the Bible, but we seem to focus on just, just various things. So again, family, these are scriptures that we see in the Bible that show loyalty, that show love, grace, peace, and this is the things that we gotta be implementing amongst each other. All right. With that, I yield. Next, brother, Yazar, you got something, King?
Con. Just a couple of things, man. It's real heavy what you were saying, man, because you hit on a lot of points. Being in a position where you're an elder or you're a leader, that comes with a certain level of being humble and having humility and being able to take on the burden of what that brother is dealing with or what that sister is dealing with. See, we're like the scriptures say, we're held to a higher standard, right? Because
Con.
we are made to be leaders. We are made to be examples and ensamples to the people that the Most High has placed us over. So there's a heavier judgment, and that's a weightier matter for us if we don't get it right. If we don't get it
Con.
right, it's going to be more on us, because now not only do we have that person's blood on our hands, but we also have to deal with what we have done or not have done. You see what I mean? So let me bring this out. Give me Sirach chapter 3 and verse 18 real quick. I'm gonna start there. Give me Sirach 3 and 18. Right?
Con, I got you. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 18.
Right?
The greater thou art,
Mm-hmm.
the more humble thyself.
Salakia, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself. How great of a man, right, was Peter, the rock of the church? But even he had to tell brothers, hey man, you got to humble down, right? You're not as good and as great as you think you are, right? Go ahead.
Con. And thou shalt find favor before Yahweh.
You see that? It didn't say you shall find favor amongst the man or amongst other brothers or the people that's looking at you. It says, humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Most High, before the Lord. Right? So that's got to be established first. That's why brothers always read that Colossians 3:17. Right? And a lot of brothers who don't understand that loyalty has to be humble. There's a hierarchy. The Most High is a man of war. When you deal with military, right? Camps, right? The camp started because you had to actually be in a camp, in tents during war. You weren't in no 5-star hotel, but you have to be humble enough to take orders from leadership. Why? So that you don't die. So that you don't die, right? Do me a favor. Jump over to give me verse 26. Watch this right here.
This is the book of Sirach.
This is what happens when you're not able to be stubborn. You become this person, right? Give me verse 26, Baba Kusha.
Con. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 26. And it reads, a stubborn heart shall fare evil at the last.
Read it again.
A stubborn heart shall fare evil at the last.
Hey man, when the smoke clears, when it's all said and done, that stubborn heart, that's rebellion. Evil things are going to come upon thou. And watch this. Go ahead.
Con. And he that loveth danger shall perish therein.
Hey man, it's a dangerous thing to go against the will of the Heavenly Father. It's a dangerous thing to hear that the Most High will destroy you for destroying your temple, and you still continue to do it. You love the danger. And guess what? That same danger that you love, that is what you're going to perish. You're going to perish therein. That's thus saith the Lord, right? Go ahead, verse 27.
Verse 27.
Mm-hmm.
An obstinate heart shall be laden with sorrows,
Uh-huh.
and the wicked man shall heap sin upon sin.
And it comes down to that rebellion, loving danger, and wanting to add sin to sin. See, it's easy to put on some fringes, right? It's easy. Oh, I'm an Israelite. Grow your beard out, right? It's easy to throw on the mitre, right? Get a diadem, right? All that's good. You play the part real good. But deep down, you know that you still want to add sin to sin. You still thinking about, hey man, how can I show this brother up? You're not coming with the spirit of humility and being humble. You're not coming with the spirit of, oh, I want to learn. You coming with the spirit, oh, I want to teach everybody else. I want to be the elder. Who are you to tell me anything? Right? Why I gotta listen to you? You ain't no better than me. I don't have no the most high taught me this. See that? That's a spirit of pride and being puffed up. And that is
Con.
traits of a wicked man that wants to continue in sin. Right? Watch this. Get 28.
Verse 28.
Watch this.
And in the punishment of the proud there is no remedy,
Uh-huh.
for the plant of wickedness
Right?
have taken root in him.
You see that? The plant of wickedness. Why? Because he's sowing seeds of wickedness, seeds of deception. Hey, brother, yeah, help me out, right? The elder got to go pick him up. Hey, man, you need some gas? I got you, right? You sacrificing, taking food and things out of your household to build this brother up, to show his family love, the way that being an example. But he has an evil root within him. So if he has that evil root within him where he wants to continue in sin, why would he show himself to be loyal to you? Or to the Most High, for that matter? Why would he? And then that goes into hypocrisy as well. You say one thing and then do another. And I wanted to just bring that up because how you opened up, Bam, was so heavy, man. Brothers don't really understand the sacrifice of what it takes to be a leader and to be a teacher and to truly do the work of the Most High for the glorification of him and not yourself. Because we have to come with the spirit of humility and being humble. Irregardless of whatever else is going on. We have to stay loyal to the Most High and not unto men. And with that, I yield.
That's right. In chronological order. That was
Right.
beautiful.
Right.
Kadar, I know you itching for some precepts. You got anything to?
I'll let the elder go first
Okay,
before I
Khan,
come
please.
on. I ain't stressing.
Shalakia, I can barely hear you guys. I lost the sound on your end, I think,
Oh,
but I could barely hear you.
let me see. Any of your brothers are
Can you
hearing
guys
me?
hear me? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you sound good. You sound real good over here.
You sound clear.
You
I can
sound
hear
real
you.
Yeah, I could barely hear you though.
clear. I'm not sure, but yeah, you sound good on my end.
Yeah. Try the volume on where you're
Yeah,
at.
I hit the volume, but yeah, I got a precept to go behind Bam, and this is out of the book of Matthew, chapter 18, and I'm gonna start at verse 15. It says, "Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more, then in the mouth of two or three witnesses every word may be established." So yeah, if if our brothers are going off, we do have to tell them because we have to make sure that they're doing things according to these scriptures. We have to make sure that. And this is Christ talking about being loyal right here. This is Christ saying it himself in the book of Matthew. But if they are going off, we have to go to that brother in meekness and humility to try to win that brother back. And we all are a work in progress. We all are striving for that mark and to get that kingdom. So it's a daily walk. It's not and to get that kingdom a weekly thing or a one-day thing. We got to do this every day of our lives. You got it, King.
Yeah, very. That's a beautiful precept for being loyal to each other. Because how are we gonna, build a nation and be a nation of Israelites, the what would say the cream of the crop, the salt of the earth, and not correct each other, man, not help each other out, So when a brother comes to you with correction and meekness and in kindness, and if he's a leader, in Israel, take that word, man. Be that light that you like to be corrected. Remember, brothers and sisters, it takes us to take a stand, man. It takes us to take a stand. In other words, it takes commitment to take a stand. As a matter of fact, got the perfect scripture I got.
And when you grabbing that, can I just land me back real quick off what the elder brought out about
I got a precept for that too.
Bring on your precept. What do you got?
Real quick. Let me just read it. I'll read it. It's Sirach chapter 7 and verse 17. It says, "Humble thy soul greatly, for the vengeance of the ungodly is fire and worms." In verse 18, it says, "Change not a friend for any good by no means." When that brother is coming to you and is giving you correction, you don't supposed to get offended by that. You're supposed to be able to take that correction, look in the mirror, and self-examine yourself to see where you're going off. Right? It says, "Change not a friend for any good by no means, neither a faithful brother for the gold of Ophir." Don't try to sell your brother out for filthy lucre, man. That's loyalty. Right? That's loyalty. Right? Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up when the brother, the elder was bringing out about how we deal amongst the brother, man, and then having the right amount of witnesses and stuff, man.
That's right.
But yeah, you got it. Salakia.
No, you good. Judah Yasharala, Shalom, Shalom. Kumar, Shalom, King. Yahabashimel Shabarakata, all the way in India. Our people are waking up. All praise, honor, glory to Yahabashimel Shai. Mighty man Manatazak in the building. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, Lord, shalom. Peace and blessings to you, Akim. So real quick, this is a scripture, and it's one of my favorite scriptures of all time. And it's a loyalty scripture, right? Also, like, am I on this right here? Oh, so I'm in the wrong one. It's a lot. All right, so let's go to First Maccabees chapter 3, and we're gonna read 43. And we all know we just came, Khan. We just came from celebrating the Feast of Dedication, and it took brothers to be loyal to each other, right? And to say and to take a stand, right? They weren't in this to be like, they weren't talking about how many likes on YouTube. They weren't bragging about how many members they got in their congregation. They were doing it for the Most High God and for each other, right? Let's go ahead and read that, King Baba Kasha, verse 43.
What is it?
I got it for you.
Go ahead, King.
This is First Maccabees 3, verse 43. They
Uh-huh.
said one to another, let us
Right.
restore the decayed estate of our people, and let
Right.
us fight for our people and the sanctuary.
You see that? It said they said one to another. Sometimes brothers and sisters, we have to look at each other and we have to be like, you know what? Enough is enough. We have to make a difference here. You know, these
Khan,
brothers said let us restore the decayed state of our people. If let me tell you, if y'all ain't looking at, when we right now we have access to the internet, we have, all the TikToks, everything, we have all this, and we can see how wicked and our people are, and how the decayed state of our people is put out to play today in Babylon, right? So
Khan,
when we look at our people as a whole, they're in a decayed state. Brothers and sisters, how are you not going to be loyal to the Most High and to each other? Brothers, how are you not going to look at each other and say, you know what? Our people are in a decayed state. Let us restore them and do what? Let us fight for our people, right? For the sanctuary.
Khan.
Right now, brothers and sisters, our people are in decayed estate, right? You ain't got to be I mean, look how simple Jake is, man. You know, I don't even want to repeat the stuff that simple Jake does. It's embarrassing, man. We the gods that fell from the lower state, you know, and it takes brothers to realize that and look at each other and to make that difference, because these brothers did that, and Yahweh Shem Yahushua put the spirit on them to do so. We recognize as a memorial for these brothers who risked their lives and died for us. Look at when you read Second Maccabees, the 7th chapter. When you read the 6th chapter, those are one of the most powerful chapters. You see the priest Eleazar saying, I'm going to die as an example to who's ever going to read this in the future and say, you know what? He kept the stance. He was what? Loyal. Loyal unto death. Let me grab Salakia. Let me grab that scripture. Loyal unto death. It's in Acts, Baba Kasha. Right?
And Bam, why you right here in the Maccabees, like you just made the example of Eleazar, right? What about when you get into the second Maccabees, the 7th chapter, the
Right,
seven
right,
seven brethren and their mother?
And the mother.
How loyal?
Right.
How loyal do you have to be to the Most High to watch
right.
all of your brothers chopped, flayed, cut up, burned, fried, alive in front of your mother, tongue burned
Before
out?
you move.
Okay, and then you took the death after seeing all that, and
Right.
made yourself an example. That's a whole nother level of what we're talking about tonight. Loyalty. That
Right.
these men and these people in this book, in the Bible, they were loyal to the Most High, to be examples of us of how we need to be loyal to each other.
Khan.
They made the example, right? I just wanted to just tell, I was reading over that while you was bringing that out, man, and every time I read that story, it just give them tingles, man. Give you them
Right.
tingles, man, because we're a powerful people, but we have to understand that this thing ain't gonna be easy, man. And if you can't take simple correction, hey brother, put the blunt down. Hey sis, you gotta cover your body. Nobody should be seeing that. You can't take that correction. How you gonna take it when we get into Matthew and Mark, and how men are gonna betray their mothers and fathers, and we're gonna be getting put to death out
Right.
here? How you gonna
Right.
be loyal then? that just amazes me. But Salakia King, I just wanted to touch on that real quick.
No, that's beautiful, man. And Salakia, I actually misspoke. It's in the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 10. I'll read it. And this is that's beautiful, because check this out. That type of spirit that had in Maccabees is here. Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Right? Brothers
That's
doing
right.
what? Dying, starvation. These are things we're going to have to go through, Akim and Aquathim. We're going to have to go through them. It's a fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some into prison, that ye may be tried. And check this out. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. And here it is. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So there you go. The example of us being faithful unto death. That's the level of loyalty and faithfulness you gotta have. Brothers get offended when they get corrected. Brother, what type of work in the ministry are you doing? I mean, is it just a fad, or like are we, or what's your body of work? When you how a Mashiach ain't playing when he comes back, and we talk about him killing Edomites. He gonna kill Edomites, but guess what? He's gonna kill a lot of our people as well. Let's talk about that, right? Anybody got anything to add?
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
Khan. This is John 15, and I'm gonna start at verse 14. He says, "Ye are my friends, if you do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you." And I'm gonna keep reading a little more. "And you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that you should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever you ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you." So here's Yahushua telling us that we have to continue doing these things that he said, and then we are his friends. But to be the world's friend, he said in James, you become God's enemy. So if we're not doing the things that he told us, we're his enemy. We gotta do these. Be loyal. This is being loyal to Yahushua. He's telling the disciples here, you are my friends if you do whatever I ask you and command you. You got it, King.
That's right. Come on, Shatar Kadar. I know you got some precepts. What you got, King?
Yeah, I've been holding them up. I got 3 from Proverbs.
Okay, hey,
first precept I'm go with.
You want to read out?
Yeah, I'll read.
Okay, come.
I don't mind.
Come on.
All right, well, Dawai, I got Proverbs 17:17. Ella, I got Proverbs 27 and 5-6. Chapter 27, verse 5-6.
What's your other one? I'll get to the last one. What's your next one?
The other one is
I got Shalakia. You want me to read it for you?
Oh, yeah, I was about to tell him the other verse. I got Proverbs 18 and 24.
Time.
Oh, okay. Here's Proverbs 17 and 17. "A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity."
From adversity. Saying, you know what I'm saying? A real friend whose loyalty he loves at all time, even through correction. He can be corrected and still love his brother. Okay, brother, all right. I got correct. I was going off right there. Let me move on. You know what I'm saying? I still got love for you. Let me move on to do it the right way next time and things of that sort. He gonna be corrected and become stronger after that correction. That's how you know you have a true brother that actually has love for you, and he understands. He's loyal. He's loyal to the Most High because he understands. Boom, I needed this. I went off right here. I knew I shouldn't have been looking at the Edomite. I knew I shouldn't have been doing these type of drugs. I knew I shouldn't have been doing that. I should have been staying on point. That's why my brother had corrected me. Now he became stronger, born through for adversity. He's ready for the next thing that comes his way and be able to handle it and keep going. That's how you know a brother
Con.
that's truly loyal to this truth. Okay, on to the next one. Let me get that Proverbs 27.
This is let's see, Proverbs 27. What was the verse?
Yeah, verse 5 to 6.
This is the book of Proverbs 27, verse 5 and 6. Open rebuke is better than secret love.
Right.
Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful.
Faithful are the wounds of a friend. You know what I'm saying? Letting you know, like secret open rebuke is better than secret love. Than me pretending to be that I'm caring for you, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let you continue to do the same stuff that you've been doing. No, I need to tell you exactly what you're doing wrong. That's what I'm
Con,
supposed to do. That's me showing my loyalty to you. That's me showing that I have love for my brother or my people. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is a
Right.
true brother. But the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. You know what I'm saying? That I'm over here pretending that I'm with you, I'm for you, but the whole time I had a deceitful mind. I had secret agendas, prep ready. Oh nah, this brother just corrected me like 2 days ago. Guess what? I'm gonna join another camp. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go do something else. I'm gonna go back into the world. I'm gonna go clubbing. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm gonna get back at this brother because of what he did. Instead of taking the correction and get stronger from it and move on, stay loyal to the Most High God and keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. This is the things that brothers ain't doing. You know what I'm saying? They don't even care to try to. I don't know if anybody else wanted to say something off of this precept.
No, you good.
well,
Now go ahead, Op.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, you do. I've seen that. I've seen that where brothers, you tell them, you try to give them that living water of correction, and then they get offended. But you know what?
Right.
Christ said that in the book of Luke. He said many are going to be offended, and then they're going to hate one another, and they're going to betray one another. So this is prophecy. The things that they're doing, they fulfilling the prophecies every time they do it. But see, somebody that's humble, they're going to receive it. They're going to receive the
Right.
engrafted word, like Yang said, that is able to save their soul. They're going to receive it. They're not going to get mad at the brother. They're going to be like, okay, this brother cares. He's showing me what I need to fix. That's how they should receive it, with humility. You got it, King.
And with that, y'all saw bring out that last precept, Proverbs 18 and 24. It just you just blended in right in, Elder.
Gone. The book of
Um,
Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 24. A man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there
Mm-hmm.
is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother.
Then a what?
Than a
uh,
brother.
Stick is closer than a brother. That's a true friend. He showed
um,
himself friendly. No matter what going on, he's still gonna be okay. Yeah, but I got corrected. You know what, man? I still got love for you. You still my brother. You know what I'm saying? You may have said that to me, but guess what? I'm still gonna be close to you. I'm still gonna stick in with you. I'm not gonna stray away or anything like that. Because guess what? I know that you're correcting me is showing me love. But that's just making us have a better bond to each other than ever before. That's all it is.
Gone.
um,
It, both of us can do that with each other. You know what I'm saying? That's showing that loyalty that we have towards each other, man. And brothers and sisters, out there that don't see that, you know what I'm saying? I feel sorry for them because they're going down the path that they're not supposed to be going down because they come in with that deceitful and that wicked mindset, and they being polluted with the vials of this world. They just letting that control their every move when they should be, trying to get back loyal with the Most High God, loyal with the family, with the brethren, and take this correction. I
Now,
yield.
Con.
On to the next brother.
can I say something real quick, man? Because Bam, you when we first opened up, you brothers, we made there's a correlation between loyalty and obedience. So if like your son, right? If your son is loyal to you, he is obedient to you.
Con.
If he's obedient to you, he's loyal to you. They go hand in hand. And I wanted to do something. I know you brothers like this. I wanted to read some of the similar words and synonyms that go with the word loyalty. And look at these words. Faithfulness
Mm-hmm.
comes with being loyal. You have to be faithful. You have to have faith in the Most High. You have to have faith in the brothers that the Most High put over you, and you have to have faith in the correction that you're receiving. Right? Obedience. All
Con.
right. So we know that you have to be obedient to be loyal. To be loyal, you have to have obedience. And what did the Most High command us to do? Be obedient, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ad- Adherence, meaning the will to belong to do something, right? Steadfastness. Watch this. Now, this is when it comes to the work. Dependability. Can I depend on you to be my brother in arm when we're out there doing the work? Reliability. Can I rely
Con.
on you to show me when I'm going off? Trustworthiness. Can I trust you? Are you worthy to be trusted?
Mm-hmm.
Duty, consistency, dedication, commitment. Watch this. Firmness, stability, and steadiness. All those words are loyalty. And guess what? All those words are in the Bible of how we supposed
Mm-hmm.
to conduct ourselves. All those words that I just read are in the Bible. Obedience, steadfastness, faithful. We gotta understand that even though it's when you hear it's just loyalty. People you may just rub that under the bus. You might just, hey man, yeah, I'm loyal, make lightweight of it. But look at how weighty that word and how many synonyms go with that. And then can you really look in the mirror and say, I'm those things? Because we gotta self-examine ourselves too. Am I loyal? Am I dedicated to this? Am I faithful to this work? Am I faithful to the Most High? If this brother Dewar call me, hey, brother, I'm going through this. Am I going to be faithful to him? Am I going to be dedicated to help that brother in that time? That's how heavy this topic is, man. So yeah, I just wanted to bring out some of the acronyms and the synonyms that go with what we're talking about, man, and what we must realize. Our people have to get this in their mind. This is talking about your relationship with the Most High. This is all about how you deal with the Most High. Are you going to be obedient to Him and be loyal to Him? Or are you going to do what thou want to do and thou end up wherever, jacked up? What do you say? Destroyed, right? Yeah, with that, I yield.
Khan, I think Kadar had a precept. Let's go ahead and grab Titus 3 and verse 1. Let me share my screen. Y'all know I'm slow when it comes to this type of stuff. Let me take out this international version.
Oh, no, I'm gonna need you to go to the GNT also.
GNT, can I grab it from here?
Yeah, yeah, Proverbs 3:3, because it
You
it,
said, you
it
said
land me back
Proverbs
off
3
of
and
what.
3?
Yeah, yeah. No, I want that Titus also, but I want the Proverbs 3:3 because it land me back off of what Yazal was saying, and like it's just so powerful, man. What he said, it's just on point. Both of these precepts literally go with what he's talking about. Like,
I'm at Proverbs 3:3. I can bring that out now if you want me to.
Let me see.
Oh,
Vincent Stewart, loyalty and obedience are a couple of words that belongeth to Jesus justice. Okay, brother. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's Reverend
mhm.
X
That's Reverend X. Yeah, yeah.
on the
Shalom, brother.
YouTube. Shalom.
Shalom, brother.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Let's.
I was gonna say,
What do you
Yazal,
want
yeah,
first?
nah, I want, give me the Titus first. I want that Proverbs 3:3, in the GNT. I want it in the GNT.
Okay, come.
That the different translation. But give me the Titus 3:1 first.
All right. Go ahead, Dewad.
The 3:1.
This is
This is the book of Titus, chapter 3, verse 1. Put them in mind to be subject to principalities and powers, to obey magistrates, to be ready to do every good work.
They have to be ready to do every good work. Like if this is why they have to have the mind to understand to be subject to these principalities and these powers and these magistrates, meaning being having a mind accordance with the scriptures and with the brothers that they
uh,
have over them that go off the scriptures, to be ready to do every good work. If a brother say, "Oh, brother, let's go out and do fly mission," I shouldn't hear a brother be like, not today, man. I can't do it, man. Oh, class, no, I can't do it, man. I don't want to do no class. Oh, go out to camp. Oh, I can't go out to camp this week, man. I had stubbed my toe or something. Like, these are the things brothers are saying. They should be ready to go do the work, man. When we look at the scriptures, men and prophets, they were doing the work to the point that they was about to die. Uh, uh if I'm not mistaken, Ezra came out sick as a dog, about to die. He still came to camp, never stopped, did the work, eat all the way to death. But in this day and age, Yasharallah got to come up with some type of excuse not to go and do the work,
Right.
not to be loyal to the Most High God. But like I say, every time I go out and teach or speak to someone, I tell them the same thing. You want the Most High to give you 110%, but you can't even give him 10. You give the Most High 0, and you want him to do the whole 100. Even when we look at the everybody's, especially these Eves, when we look at these Eves and their ideology, they want everything 50-50, but they don't even give the Most High 50. They want him to do the 100 and give him 0. You got to really wake up and look at what's going on. Are you truly? That's why I had did what I said. That I did a class a while back ago. Um, are you truly with the Most High? It was something like that. Are you truly with the Most High? Because you can say that you with the Most High, and you don't want to do nothing that he asks us to do. You don't want to do nothing that he asks us to do, but you swear up and down that you with the Most High. Brother, you're not with the Most High. Because if you don't do what the Most High say, then you're doing the opposite of it. That means you're not with him. Because a brother that's truly with the Most High, he's going to do what the Most High says. He's going to be subject to the principality, to the powers, to the magistrates. He's going to be
uh,
ready to do every good work. Time and steps up before him. And that's all I want to say. Um, we can get the Proverbs 3. If any brother wanted to say something to that, I yield.
I got a precept to go behind the ark, if I may.
Khan, King, what's the precept?
I have it. Sirach chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at verse 1.
Mm,
It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make no haste in time of trouble." So the Lord is saying we got to endure even through the trials and the tribulations. You know, that it's not going to always be easy for us to do this walk. and to do this work, but we got to continue. And then he says, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Because the Most High, he said in the book of Isaiah, that he declares the end from the beginning. He knows this labor that we're doing is not in vain. We are going to get a reward if we continue in the run. It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way of right, Shalakia, and trust in him. So we ought to know that the Most High is with us, like Christ said. He said he's never going to leave us nor forsake us. He says, I am with you always, even until the end of the world. So we got to know who our helper is, and we got to know that he's always got our back. Even when we're going through the trials, the tribulations, the temptations, we got to know that he's there for us. You got it, King.
Beautiful,
Okay.
beautiful. All praise. That's
Right.
man. That's one of my favorite scriptures right there. Favorite chapters. Period, man. Ever in a lower state or feel a certain way, you know, that is the scripture to read. One of the scriptures to read for that most. But beautiful, man. Beautiful. Go, King. What was the other scripture in Proverbs? Baba Kasha, was it 3 and 3?
Con. Yeah, Proverbs 3 and 3 in the GNT.
And the GNT, I don't think I got in the GNT. What the hell is going on here? Oh, Salakia. Go ahead, Dawad. You got it? Proverbs 3 and 3.
Yeah, if y'all get into KJV, it says the same thing. The only reason why it's one in the GNT because it says loyalty and faithfulness.
All right. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 3. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck. Write them upon the table of thine heart.
Write them upon the table of your mind. Y'all might have you continue after it. But the let not mercy or truth in truth. Because when we look into both them words, it means loyalty and faithfulness. Let not them depart from thee. Put it around your neck. Bind them on you and in your mind. This is what's supposed to be running through your mind all the time. Because you don't know at any moment you could be wiped out. Most High could take you off this earth. You just gonna continue to do the same folly, like Bam and Yazar was saying. How can brothers continue to break the laws and do what they been doing and not be afraid that at any moment they could just go? How can they not be afraid at any moment and the Most High could just take you and you forsake everything that you stood for because you wanted to be a harlot or you wanted to do this, smoke some weed, or you wanted to do folly instead of doing the will of the Lord, being loyal to the Most High God, the one who's gonna save you, the one who's gonna redeem you out of this, who brought you out of the world the first time. And you just find it okay to continue to do what you've been doing. Salakia, go ahead.
Want me to continue?
Oh yeah, Khan, Salakia.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right. Con. Verse 4. Oh, Salakia. Oh, actually, turn the page. Salakia. All right. Verse 4. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of Yahweh and man.
Keep going.
Trust in Yahweh with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
It's like it. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths.
Keep going to 8. Just keep going
To
to
8.
8.
All right, con. Be not
Yeah, because
wise in thine own eyes. Fear Yahweh and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel and marrow to thy bone.
you see, shall be held to thy navel and marrow to thy bone. By you submitting yourself, coming back to the truth, the loyalty, the faith, having all of this in embodiment, submitting yourself to the Most High God, giving all belief, all faith, everything to Him. This is your nourishment. This is what's going to bring you back from the dead, just like Ezekiel 37, the valley of dry bones. It's the same thing. The word is what's going to save you and get you up out of that dry state. But
That's right.
that's all I need to bring up. A year.
Con, can I bring a precept out?
Bring it out, King. What is it?
Let's get Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 22. Hebrews
Ooh,
10 and 22.
you going heavy hitter. You going heavy hitter with this.
Hey man, you gotta hold fast, man. Gotta hold fast, man. Right? Let's get
Con,
Hebrews.
I got it for you, King.
Come on with it, King.
Hebrews 10, verse 22.
Right?
Let us draw near with a true heart and full assurance of faith,
Uh-huh.
having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and
Uh-huh.
our bodies washed with pure water.
You see that? That's pure. That's clean. Getting yourself right. That's telling you get yourself right. Right? And what else you got to do? Get verse 23.
Let us hold fast the profession of our faith
Uh-huh.
without wavering.
Salakia, right there. Hold on, Salakia. Let us hold fast. You see that? The profession of our faith without wavering, without going off, without slacking, without being
Con,
slothful, sluggard like, if you will. What we was talking about, Bam, earlier? The sluggard of our brothers, right? Without wavering, right? Go ahead.
for he is faithful that promised.
For he is faithful. And what's the other word for faithful? Loyal.
Loyal.
He's loyal to us. He is loyal that promised, right? Go ahead.
And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works.
What is that love that's talking about right here? Removing that
Keep
evil and wickedness from us, rebuking each other. That is
on.
showing loyalty and faith, right? Go ahead.
Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together
Uh-huh.
as the manner of some is,
Right, go ahead.
but exhorting one another,
Uh-huh.
and so much the more as you
Watch
see
this.
the day approaching.
As ye see the day approaching, we are almost there. Like the brother Bam brought out earlier, it's gonna be that time of famine. It's gonna be that time of starvation. They're gonna shut down this word. People
Mhm.
not gonna have food. They're gonna be running around. That dollar gonna crash. That economy gonna go down. And if you can't take that little bit of correction, like we brought out earlier, if you can't take that little bit of correction to get yourself right, to remove that evil and that leaven, right? How are you going to fare in that day as it is approaching? The writing is on the wall. It's
Right.
right around the
Con,
corner. The writing is on the wall. It is right around the corner, right? It says, as ye see the day approaching. We call that warning scriptures. Most High is warning us, man. He gave us a whole list. Purge that evil, right? Having that evil conscience. Purify your bodies. That means you got to stop smoking.
con,
Mhm.
Right? Being unwavering, faithful, as he that promised. See that? He's telling us this is the recipe of how we're supposed to show that loyalty to the body, to the Most High, to your brother, to the Akim, to the Akwaf, to your nation, so that the Most High can show his loyalty to you. Because it's almost here. And you want to be on that other side when he says, "Well done, my good and faithful servant.
Mhm.
Good and loyal servant." That's you can fill in the blank there. All right. You don't want to get, hey, I don't know thou. It's not a good feeling. See that? Not a good feeling. I just wanted to bring that out, man. That was heavy on my heart, man.
Might as
Because
well just finish verse 26.
Come on with it. Come on with it, King. Yeah, bring it out.
For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth.
Salakia, elder. Read that again from the top, brother. Read that
Right.
one more time from the top.
For if we sin willfully,
if you sin willfully, you know what's going on. The brother then came to you. Hey, look, it says it right here. Stop doing that. God is going to destroy you.
Mm-hmm.
And you continue to do it. Right? That willful sin. You know what's going on. Right? Go ahead.
After that we have received the knowledge of the truth.
You know the truth. Right? Go ahead.
There remaineth no more sacrifice for sin.
There remain no more sacrifice for sin. Would you say it's over?
That's right.
It's over. So
It's
what is
a
your
wrap.
it's a wrap. What is your excuse in that day? You know what your excuse is going to have to be? You were treacherously disloyal.
Right.
You were treacherously disloyal.
Right. And this is the thing too. Y'all giving us y'all brothers and sisters out there, you know what I'm saying, that is aware but don't want to be aware. Y'all got that. Y'all got that knowledge of truth in you, man. Because you see us out here putting that work in every day.
That's right.
And every Shabbat day. So y'all ultimately y'all receiving that word. It's just that y'all don't want to take it in, grill it up, and eat it, man, and put it intact. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, when it comes down to if you sin willfully because you have to receive the knowledge of truth, and I'm referring to the brothers and sisters that stand there and listen to these brothers, but put this truth out, man. Because once you hear that word and you all nodding your head, bam, that right there, that whole grace period is gone, bro. Because you know what we bringing out here is true. So all that eating pork, Christmas, Halloween, all that wicked nonsense, man, should be out of your mind. Should be. But instead, because it doesn't justify your means of tradition, and because you felt that we just trying to beat it out of you, knowing that through archaeological historical data sources as far as the pagan holidays is concerned, you know it has a sinister meaning behind it, but yet you still want to follow it. So then right there, you're going to be basically judged based off of what you're still doing, man. You're going to basically you're going to be destroyed, man, because you still rather follow those traditions, those pagan traditions, rather than follow the holy days and feast days, man.
Gone.
So, you know, that's what I wanted to bring out. So I can.
Con.
Got a precept.
I would be remiss.
If I may.
Yeah, go ahead, I.
To follow behind what the brother was saying. This is Jeremiah 7. I'm going to start at verse 23. But this thing commanded I them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your God, and ye shall be my people.
Right.
And walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you. And this is what the problem is with a lot of our people. But they hearken not, nor incline their ear, but walk in the counsels and in the imaginations of their evil heart, and went backwards and not forward. So this is what the problem is. They're hearing it, but they don't want to, and they hear it, and they know that it's the word of God. They know it's what they should be doing, but they just don't want to do it. They made their hearts like an adamant stone. is
That's
what a
right.
lot of our people are doing, and it's sad because we see the writings on the wall. It's clear, it's plain and clear. But I don't know if everyone is, but not everybody is appointed to salvation because Christ, He said, "My sheep hear my voice. I know them, and they know me." So
Right.
you gotta understand. Christ is saying a lot of things. You got it, King.
Go ahead,
All praise.
Yazaf, you ain't done. Or
No, it's just it's funny because me and the brother Ariel, right before I spoke with you, Bam, me and the elder was talking about the very same thing. We was talking about this subject right here. And when I spoke with you, Bam, you said the same thing. It's a spirit that's going around amongst our people where they truly don't fear the most high. Somebody get that
Con.
Ecclesiastes 10 and 12 or 12 and 10. One of that.
It's Salakia, real quick, that
Go
we
ahead,
are
King.
here. I don't want to move from here. We need to read the rest of this, Baba
Oh yeah,
Kasha.
27, 20. Oh yeah,
Baba
con.
Kasha, because for what we're saying right now, it is too heavy right now. So, Salakia, go ahead, Dawad. Let me get 27 and 28.
gone. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 27. But a certain fearful looking for of judgment and fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversaries.
That's what's going to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we don't fear the Most High. Let's just keep it a buck. You don't truly fear the Most High. You don't.
Right.
When you're not loyal, when that loyalty don't spew out, when you're disobedient, you don't fear Him. We were talking about that. Like, man, we put down the pork, we put down the blunt, we put down the hatred toward each other. You know, that fear. Some of y'all, and we get it. You know, it takes time to develop the repentance, and you have to. It takes time, but don't take too much time, because time is not time is not on your side.
Right.
Believe
That's
that.
right.
Do not think that time is, because it is not. Right? Now watch this. Continue reading. All right.
Verse 28. He that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses.
That's the judgment. You in grace. You taking advantage of that grace, man. Right? You got brothers out there, examples of brothers who are putting in the work, brothers who are humble, who have given to you, and you're still not doing what the Most High God is asking you to do. Right?
Right.
Thou wicked and slothful servant. Right? So go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 28, verse 29, Salakia. Of how much sore punishment suppose ye shall be thought worthy?
Right?
Who hath trodden underfoot the Son of Yahweh,
Right?
and have counted the blood of thing. Of the covenant, Salakia,
right?
Wherewith he was sanctified,
right?
And an holy thing, and have done despite unto the Spirit of grace.
Right. Meaning you're taking advantage that you have this grace period, and you ain't caring that a man died for you.
God.
And what he gave for you, the ultimate sacrifice, man. Right? Him dying and resurrecting, he gave you that example, and he conquered death, man. He did something no one else has done. Right? And you're taking advantage of that. What does it say in 1 Corinthians, the 11th chapter? Right? He who takes this bread unworthily, right, is gonna have death. And that bread is what? The breath of life. The bread of the body of a Mashiach, of what he did. So guess what? That is condemnation to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't a game, brothers and sisters. This is not a game, right? We finished that?
Yeah.
Give me 30, man. 30. Keep reading. Go ahead.
He said, verse 30. For we know him that have said, vengeance belongeth unto me. I will recompense, saith Yahweh. And again, Yahweh shall judge his people.
So judge whose people?
His people.
It starts with the house first, the children first. We are the children, Yasharallah. It's gonna start with you.
The firstborn.
Right. Give me 31.
Yeah, I'm about to say you can't leave that 31 off.
Keep rolling. All right. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God.
But what are you doing? You're falling into the hands of the living God.
Yeah.
Right? The creator of heaven and earth, the one who can life and death. You're playing games, man. This is not a game. Well, how do you stay in this truth so long doing what you do, bro? Let me tell you, if fear of the Most High God, that's how you do it.
God.
Put down that pork, man. It was no problem. You know, us Northern Kingdom, we love that pork too. We would just eat it. From the rooter to the tutor, we used to do the whole pig. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And now I can't stand that damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
You know, in fear of what Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has in place and his vengeance. With that, I yield.
Can I let me just touch on something real quick, because
Go ahead.
you proposed a question, right? Earlier when you was like, how long? Like how long is it gonna take you? Right? You go to a brother, right? Like the example of the puerco. That's what y'all call it, right? The puerco, right? Hey brother, you gotta stop eating the chitlins. You gotta put the pork chop down. Right? Why you buying the sliced pork belly, throwing it on your burger, right? How long are you gonna take to get it right? How long? You supposed to just think that the Most High is just gonna be long suffering and just let you continue, especially when we just read, you know what's going on. There remains no more sacrifice for that sin.
Yeah.
Right? Let me get Psalms 119 and verse 59. This is what you have to do. Psalm 119, right? And start at verse 59. And look, this right here was one of the first things that I heard coming into the truth. This is one of the first things that I heard. Bring it out, Elder.
Psalms 119 and verse 59.
Mm-hmm.
I thought on my ways and turned my feet unto thy testimonies.
Salakia, he said, I thought on my ways. You got to think about where you're going off. If the brother Bam coming to you and telling you, hey, brother, you got to stop smoking. Hey, sister, you got to stop being a whore. Hey, brother, you got to stop being a whoremonger. You got to start respecting your parents. You got to stop being disrespectful. You got to stop killing each other. All right, the brother's coming to you telling that. You have to think on what he's telling you, because he has the truth. He has the knowledge of the scriptures. He said, I thought on my ways, right? Go ahead.
And turn my feet unto thy testimony.
And turn my
I made haste.
Salakia, and turn my feet unto thy testimonies. When we're out there teaching, what are we telling the people? Our testimony. Because guess what? I was on the other side looking at the sign just like you are right now. So I had to hear the testimony of this brother who used to do the same thing I did.
Right.
Who's in the same hood that I'm in. Man, I hit Bam with it all the time. I say, man, I be saying y'all be down there in the projects too, just like us. Y'all be down in the hood. I know the hood life. I know what it's like. I know what it's like being in those areas. So that's a testimony. I can relate to you. But I have to show you, according to the scriptures, how to think on your ways. That's the only way you're going to get it. And then what else? After you thought on your ways, you hear the testimony, you turn your feet to him. What do you now have to do? Verse 60.
I made haste
Uh-huh.
and delay not to
Uh-huh.
keep thy commandments.
Made haste, hurry your ass up, and delay not. Don't be putting it off. Don't be trying to go do something else. Well, you know what I'm saying? Old boy said he had the new drop, so I'm gonna go cop a quarter this one last time. No. Delay not, because you know now to keep thy commandments. Don't you can't just the brother proposed a question. How long do you think the Most High is going to give you that grace, man?
Right.
How long? Eventually they're gonna turn the lights off. Eventually the waterman coming to cut that water meter off. Cable, you already know cable, Wi-Fi, internet, they shutting that down. But you will break your neck to make that payment for them.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't do it for the Most High when we're talking about your soul and your life getting cut off. See that? Our people don't, like you said, brother, our people don't fear the Most High. They don't. You can't go through what we just read in Hebrews and still say, yeah, you know, it's all good. You know, I'm going to just hang out and chill, you know. I got more time. I ain't ready right now. Y'all remember when you used to say that in church? I ain't ready right now. Be like, man, I don't think I'm ready to be out here shouting in front of all these people and, you know what I'm saying, twerking on the ground. I ain't trying to be doing all that. I ain't ready for all that. You see what I'm saying? But now you in this truth, you know what's going on. And you still think that you're going to continue to get away with doing what you want to do, man, going against the Most High. It's not going to work. We must think on our ways and turn back to the Most High. Quickly, make haste, and don't delay, right? That's all I had on that, King. Y'all don't have to, you can grab the Ecclesiastes 12 and 10, but this right here was good enough if somebody else had another precept.
Real quick, I wanted to actually grab some brothers were posting precepts, and I just want to grab them right quick from the chat. Y'all brothers and sisters that are in the chat, Most High bless y'all. We'll get some precepts on here. Let's go to James 5:19 and 20. So James 5:19 and 20. Go ahead, Dawad, if you want to go ahead and grab it while I put it up here on the screen.
Said James 5:19 and 20.
Con.
Yeah, I might need a new Bible. Mine's getting a little ancient. It's hard to turn these pages now.
That's a good Bible.
Right. Dang.
Go ahead, Art.
Dang, my bad. Dang.
It's turning into dust.
All right, I'm gonna just read it from your thing, man. What is it? 19?
James 19 and 20.
All right, man. This is the book of James, chapter 19 and 20. Let him know that he which what that say,
Do err.
Oh, 19. That do err from the truth. One. Damn, Salaki, what's that say?
Convert him.
One converted.
That's
convert
that
him.
1611.
Converted. One convert him, man. Let me get mine.
That's that 1611, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Tripping, man. Oh, man.
This is the book of James, chapter 5, verse 19 to 20. And it reads, Brethren, if any of you do err from the truth, and one convert him,
Read.
verse 20, let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his ways shall save a soul from death, and shall hide a multitude of sins.
There you go.
Con.
Right.
I mean, brothers hate correction, but understand where that correction is coming from, man.
Right.
You know, beautiful precept, all the
Yes, it
way
is.
from India, our brethren from India. Allah Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Hey, Salaki, can we read that again, man?
God.
Can we let that right there sink in, man?
Yeah.
This was a
Yes,
man.
I
This
agree.
this right here was a powerful precept, man.
Yeah.
Con.
I agree. This is the book of James from the top, chapter 5, verse 19 to 20. Brethren, if any of you do err from the truth, and one convert him, let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his way shall save a soul from death,
And
and
bam, you hit it,
shall
Salakia. Bam, you hit it right on
like
the head, man.
Yeah.
When you said we are coming from us, the place that you have to come from to show a brother you're not taking this as serious as I am. I'm looking out for your life more than you are.
Right.
And
Con.
you're taking it emotional and personal,
Mm-hmm.
seeing me as just, oh, this dude trying to tell me how I'm supposed to live my life. No, I'm trying to saving you. I'm trying to help you from having your soul put to death.
Mm-hmm.
That's love. That's what the Most High charged the men of the Lord with, and how we supposed to do. Your son run out in the street, are you gonna say, "Hey, son, I know you got your own options in life, and you know, we raised you to be pretty, obedient. You're a good kid. Don't run out in the street." Or you gonna say, "Hey, man, get your right
Right.
now, get over here now. What are you doing?" And you might crack him a couple of times on the way to the sidewalk,
That's right.
because what are
Con.
you trying to do?
Yeah.
Save his life,
Con.
and that's what it comes down to. Whether that be something that the Most High puts on that brother right now, or when it come time for that fire. That's the place that we're coming from. Bam, you hit that right on the head. Right? And we're also doing it because it says, and shall hide a multitude of sins.
Con.
Every time you go off and you've been warned, you just making your rap sheet longer. You're just making your rap sheet longer. Don't they? Ain't that what they call it when you get hemmed up? They call it your
Yep.
jacket. Ain't
The
that what they
rapping.
call it? Your jacket? Well,
Yeah.
you stole here. Well, now you had petty theft. Now you got armed robbery. You got a couple B&Es. Okay, well, you're just a thief. So now we're gonna throw the book at you.
Mm-hmm.
It's no different than with the Most High.
Right.
But He has the power to destroy your soul, and that's what brothers are trying to hit home with a lesson like this. It's not personal. It's the Most High's business, man. This was a powerful scripture. I might have to make a post out of that one.
Mm.
Right, you got the floor, King.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We got another one. It's Proverbs 28 and 35. Let's go ahead and grab that. That's from Mighty Man Manatazak. Mighty Man Manatazak. That's Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 36. Let's go ahead and grab that.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 8, verse 36. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul.
Right?
All they that hate me love death.
Oof.
Mhm.
Come on, man.
He said they
All
love
them
death.
that hate the love death. You might as well.
Right.
You might as well,
Mm.
because there ain't no other outcome but that.
That scripture kind of scary.
Mm.
Oh, you like to die, don't you?
Hey, look.
This man,
That's
this
what
man
the
said
Most High
kind of
said.
scary.
Hey, Ak, we say
He
it all the
said
time, man.
kind
Hey,
of scary.
that's them scare tactic scriptures, right?
Right.
Scare tactics, bro. I'm
Man,
telling you.
that man said
Right.
kind of scary. Man, that's scary as hell. You talking about kind of scary, nigga?
Hey, man. Shit.
Look, they
Hey,
hate
man.
me and love death.
Right.
Hey, keep on playing with the Most High in the booth,
Man,
man. Keep on playing.
That's
that's
crazy.
worse than Nightmare on Elm Street, man. That's worse than that.
Mm. And it say you wrongeth your own soul.
Right.
Wrongeth your own soul. If you hate him, you love death. See, that's why he said the law is what? Life.
Right.
Breaking the laws of life is sin, which means you want to die.
I gotta
It's
highlight.
simple, man. And we don't want that blood on our hands.
Man, y'all brothers is pulling out some fire precepts right now, man. Woo.
That's a beautiful precept. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Y'all brothers in the spirit with
Yep.
this. I think this topic is like the brother said. This is running across Israel right now. This is running across Israel, man. Loyalty, man. Loyalty, integrity, faithfulness, honor. That's just missing from us as a whole, as a people, man.
Right,
Right.
right.
Got a precept to go behind you, Yazar,
Go ahead,
if I may.
What you got, Kane? For sure.
Colossians chapter 3. I'm gonna start at 23. And somebody was saying how some people they don't want to come out and do the work. They're not ready to do it. Well, it says, and whatsoever you do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not unto men.
Right.
So they have to put that pride down for one thing, and they don't need to worry about people looking at them, laughing or whatever it is, where they want to give them the haughty looks, them impudent eyes, whatever they want to do. They should just block that out. Knowing that, this is verse 24, Shalakia, knowing that of the Lord you shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for you serve the Lord Christ. So this is what they got to get in their mind, that this is not about man, this is about the Most High. And then verse 25 says, but he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he has done, and there is no respect of person.
Right.
Now this scripture should wake people up, because the Most High is saying he don't care about status. He don't care if you're the president. He don't care if they the governor. He don't care who it is. He's coming after them if they doing wrong. This is one of them scare ones. They should look at this too. You got it, King.
Absolutely. Hey, and like he says, for the first shall be last, and last shall be first.
Right.
He who was least among you shall be the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Right?
God.
Con.
For the greatest among you is his servant. I've
Right.
been in congregations, man. I gotta tell you,
Con.
I just a little side note. I've been in congregations, and I don't know about y'all, man. We revere the elders and the mighty teachers and all that. But every now and then, man, I'll look at a brother, man, and I'll just see the brother working. Humble brother. He ain't nobody per se, but the brother is working and sacrificing himself and doing things that I couldn't even imagine him doing, man. Serving brothers' plates, making sure everybody's okay, little things like that. And these are great servants. To each other are going to be the greatest servants in Yasharala, in the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
That's right.
Con.
And Akim, we gotta start thinking like that, because guess what? When Yahushai, washed the feet of his disciples, Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is the King of Kings, man. Understand? They knew who he was. Washing his feet. Even Peter rejected it for a moment. He said, "Nah, I got to do this." So we today can talk about it and say, "Look at the humility that this brother gave us, and the example that he gave us, and more importantly, the loyalty he gave to his disciples, and said, 'No, I have to do this as an example.'" So
Mm-hmm.
that right now, today, tonight, we talking about it, right? So I want to grab a preset right quick. Matthew 24, right? Matthew 24, and we're going to go to verse I don't know. How about that?
What verse was that?
A verse I don't know.
So,
I believe 37. Because here's the thing, I kind of want to start and maybe jump around a little bit, but let's start at 37. Because here's the thing, a lot of us, we talking to brothers and sisters in the truth,
Right.
right?
Matthew 24,
Yep, 24 and
verse
37.
37.
And when we and check
But
this out,
as the day,
Salakia, give me a second, Elder. So when
okay,
we're looking at the scripture, he's talking to everyone, man.
Yeah.
And like we were saying, look, the time is now. If your body of work amounted to anything, you haven't put in the work yet, this scripture is for you. Go ahead, Ak.
but as Matthew 24, Shalakia, verse 37, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Right, read.
For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Until the day. A lot of y'all living y'all best life, man. Y'all waiting. Y'all living your best life and you're waiting. Well, guess what? Those who died in the flood, they waited as well. They
That's right.
mocked Noah. They said, "You know what? I don't know what the hell this crazy man is doing, but I don't want to be a part of it."
Yeah.
Right? And that day, because it was a day, we read scriptures in Revelation that says Babylon will be destroyed in a day.
Con.
Continue reading on.
And knew not until the flood came. Shalakia, this is verse 39. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
So he is telling you right there, this is going to be done the same way. But we know that it ain't going to be done with water anymore. It's going to be done with fire. Right? And a lot of y'all going to be caught up in that fire. Right? Continue reading on.
Verse 40. Then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other left.
Look at that. One shall be taken and the other left, right? Read.
Verse 41. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken and the other left.
Mm-hmm. Read on.
Verse 42. Watch therefore, for you know not what hour your Lord doth come.
Right. And why are you making, why are you not making haste, man? You don't know the hour. Right? So these excuses, these things that you put in front of the Lord, you think you're going to have favor for the Lord when you put things in front of him? Makes no sense. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Read on.
Verse 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have Shalakia, and would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
Right, because he would have known that day, but y'all don't know that day. Right? Read on.
Verse 44. Therefore be ye also ready,
Be ye
for in
what?
such an hour,
Be ye what?
be ye also ready,
Be ye also ready. Right? Read.
for in such an hour as you think not, the Son of Man cometh.
Yeah, you don't even know.
Right.
So be ye what? Ready. Con? Continue
Con.
reading. Right?
Verse 45. Who then is a faithful and wise servant,
You see that?
whom his
the
Lord,
question being asked, who is the faithful and wise servant, right? And that faithful servant, right, is the one that the Lord is going to be looking at. He's not going to be looking at the one who only believed. We see scriptures of Lord, Lord, I knew you. I cast devils in thy name, right? And he's not going to be
Con,
dealing with them. So you just knowing this truth ain't good enough. You got to do for the
Con.
Lord, man. Period. Right? Continue up.
45. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler, Shalakia, over his household, to give them meat in due season.
Read on.
46. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
So find so doing, right? Doing for the Lord. Right? Let's finish off with verse 47, Baba Kasha.
Verse 47. Truly I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods.
You see that? And that's what we eventually want to have, right?
Con.
And that's our goal, right? So yeah, man. I mean, I don't even understand that. That doesn't fathom to me the excuses we make and the untruthfulness when it comes to being loyal in this truth, man. It don't resonate, you know? Like,
Con.
where's your conviction?
Right.
Where is the self-examination? Like we were talking the other day about, looking ourselves in the mirror. Like y'all brothers ain't got no shame, man. Zero. We were disloyal out in the world. Now we're being disloyal in the truth. You know?
Hey
Man, with that
Bam.
I yield, man. Any
Hey,
brothers want to add?
hey Bam. Can we get that 48? Can we,
Come.
yeah,
Go ahead.
get that 48 because remember we talking about the sluggard, the brother that don't want to do the work, the brother that doesn't have the loyalty, right? Let's see what his end is. We see what the reward is for the brother that's doing the work, right? You want to
Verse,
get caught in that day doing the will of the Most High.
That's
You
right.
want to get caught like that. Let's see what verse 48 say. Watch this.
verse 48. But, and if that evil servant shall say in his heart,
Uh-huh.
my Lord delayeth his coming.
See that? Salakia. He said, my Lord delayeth his coming. He's being what? Lazy.
Lazy.
He
Slothful.
think, right, slothful. He think he has what? Time. There's not a sense of urgency to do the work, to do the will of the
Con.
Father. See, that's why he said, my Lord delayeth his coming. And right, and watch this. Go ahead.
Verse 49. And
Uh-huh.
shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and
Uh-huh.
to eat and drink with the drunken.
See, and do
Mhm.
just like the people who didn't believe that crazy man named Noah.
Right.
And do exactly what they were doing. Right? Go ahead. Do just like the
Uh,
Go ahead.
I was reading. Let me get it because I was reading off the screen.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, there you go. There you go. Verse 50. The
Mm-hmm.
Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him,
Uh-oh.
and in an hour that he is not aware of.
You see that? Right when you ain't thinking. See, when you doing the will of the Most High, when you faithful, when you loyal to the Most High, you are doing the work because you know it could come at any time. But when you
Con,
have that slothful, disloyal, no integrity, you want to do you, right? Oh, I got time. You ain't thinking about that. You're going to hang out with the drunkards, right? But you call yourself knowing the truth, right? Go ahead.
verse 51, and shall cut him asunder and
Uh-huh.
appoint him his portion with the hypocrites.
Uh-huh.
There shall be weeping and gnashing of the teeth.
And in that day, boy, they gonna be mad as hell. Mad as hell. Cut asunder. Why? Because you was out there a dang on hypocrite. You knew what was going on, but you got weak. You didn't want to do the work. You got complacent. You lost your integrity. You lost you weren't loyal. And so now in
Con,
that day, everything that you thought that you worked for and built up, the Most High said he's gonna cut you asunder and give it all away to the hypocrites. Your portion is going away with the hypocrites. You see that? I wanna touch on something real quick while the other brothers is away for just a second. Grab me Sirach 19 and start at verse 18, right? Because I wanted to pull this a little bit earlier. Just land me backing off of what we were saying about the doctrine of life, the laws of life. Give me Sirach 19 and start at verse 18, Baba Shah.
this Con. This is the book of Sirach, 19, verse 18.
Right?
The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him,
Uh-huh.
and wisdom obtaineth his love.
You see that? The fear of the Most High is the first step to be accepted of him. Like we've been saying it all night, man. You got to be fearful of the judgment of the Most High, man. Right?
Con.
Go ahead.
Verse 19. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life,
Uh-huh.
and they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality.
And they that do the things, right, that please him shall receive of the fruit of the tree of immortality. It's a real simple concept. Do what the Most High is telling you to do. Stay loyal, faithful, and do the work. And live, or do what you want to. Be a sluggard. Be disloyal. Have no integrity. Be slothful. And taste death. And it's pretty much that simple. And he's told us this since the beginning. In the garden. He's told us this in the beginning. Right? Going all the way back. If you eat of that knowledge, you're going to die. He's established it. So how long do we think that we have? What is going on in our minds? The people that want to do what they feel like they want to do. Right? Read verse 19. Salaki, verse 20.
Verse 20. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law.
Is the what?
Performance of the law.
That loyalty makes you have to have action. You can't just say, yeah, I believe. Right? I believe. Well, the Christians say they believe. All your enemies and oppressors say they believe.
Con.
But the action is doing the will of the Most High. Right? Go ahead.
And the knowledge of his omnipotency.
And the knowledge of his omnipotency. That's what it come down to, man. You're supposed to have that fear to obtain the wisdom to know what you're supposed to do. And if you go off a little bit, be able to accept some righteous judgment and correction, because that's love. Remember, he chasing those he loved. Brother ain't even
Love.
chasing you. Brother just telling you, look, man, you going off. That's what the scriptures say, brother. You can't conduct yourself like that. We ain't even, you know what I'm saying? But when the Most
Con.
High chasing you, when the Most High put his hands on you, oh, now you can't handle that. Now you wanted to, please have mercy on me. But when he was asking you to be loyal to him, you didn't want to. You didn't have that same energy that you do on the left hand side as you're supposed to for the Most High on the right hand side.
Con.
Right? Con, you got the floor, King.
The choice is thous.
The
Hey,
choice.
Bam, I got a precept to go behind Yaza, if I may.
Of course, I bring it out. What you got?
Unless you, well, you had something?
No. Salaki, I was asking what precept you got, King.
Revelations 10, verse 10. I'm gonna start at verse 10. This is what the problem is, Yaza. We go out. See, we going out. And we letting them hear this word every Sabbath. They hearing it. They hearing it in these classes. They hearing it. But this is what Yahweh Shai said through Jan the Revelator. He said, I'm gonna start at verse 9. And I went out unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth, Shalakia, sweet as honey. So when they first hear it, it sounds real good to them. They know it's right. But then listen to what he said about it. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up. This is what Ezekiel was talking about, eating the whole roll.
Mm-hmm.
Ate it up, and it was in my mouth, sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. But once they hear it and know they got to make those changes, then that's when the bitterness, that's that bitter pill. Then it's like they don't want to hear it no more. When they know they got to change, that is a problem. They hear it and know, oh, this sounds real sweet. This sounds real good.
Right.
But they don't want to do it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got it, King.
Let me just touch that because that's a heavy point real quick, and then I'll give the floor back. When they hear, oh, see, the thing is, when we come into this, we've been yearning for those answers. Who are we? Where do we come from? What's our true nationality? Is the Bible real? What does God look like? Okay, and then you're starting to get them answers. Well, according to the Bible, Christ is a black man. Oh, you look like me. Oh, that feel good. That's honey. oh, you the chosen people of God. You came in on slave ships. All my life I thought that was bad, but when I heard that, oh wait, that sounds good. That's honey. Right? That sounds good. That's honey, right? Keep my commandments or die. That's the bitter.
That's bitter.
That's bitter. Because now you have to stop what you were doing that got you in the situation in the first place. And that's what our people have a problem with. That's what they got a problem with. All that sound good. Oh, I'm an Israelite. I'm the chosen. That's why you have all these entertainers and corn rap artists, right? Rap con artists, right? Come out and they're Israelite and they might throw on a damn women damn kufi or hijab for a couple minutes, right? Might make a song or two about it, make a little video clip, a post on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. But is they really going? It's too bitter to give up that lifestyle to really do the work and be a servant of the Most High. It sound good though. It sound good to say, "Oh, I'm an Israelite," but I ain't trying to give up these millions of dollars that my enemy and my oppressor is paying me. They ain't trying to get that up because it's bitter to them. It's bitter to them, but they know, and they got to give an account for it in that day. Can't say you ain't know. They don't have no.
What Isaiah say? Isaiah said they have sold themselves for naught, but they're gonna be redeemed with no money.
Yeah. Cash. Our people don't understand. You've been given the lottery ticket to the kingdom of heaven. You have a chance to cash it in. But don't want to put the work in to get to the place where they accept the ticket.
Con.
You think it's gonna come to you. Our people just, and it's even more so in the truth, because once you in this truth and you know what's going on, like we read earlier, there remain no more sacrifice. You know this now. You heard this now. That's no different than your child going into the cookie jar. You told them not to go in it, right? If they take a cookie and they was never told not to go in it, they just go take a cookie. That
Con.
that whooping ain't gonna be as strong as the one when you told them not to do it.
Right. God.
That one that you told them not to do it, that's gonna be the one. You see what I'm saying?
Con.
But yeah, I just wanted to just bring that out, man. These are beautiful precepts, man. Beautiful precept right there.
Kadar, any precepts, King? I don't know if he's still there. Yeah, his mic is still on. Con. Anything else you brothers want to bring out? Any other precepts? Any other things? Go ahead, Ariel. I think you wanted to bring something out.
I'll just keep going with this to verse 11. It says,
Right.
this is about that loyalty. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. See, we still got to do it. We still got to do it. Even if they ain't, if we got to go prophesy to the wind and the rocks, we still got to go out there.
That's right.
We got to do it.
Con.
You got it.
The word do not go void. It
Right.
does not go void. Hey, Salakia, just I would think back, when there was nobody here in Tampa, and it was just very, what should I do? Going out there, and I to be honest with you, with days of frustration and not knowing. But there had to come a point where I had to say, it ain't what I think or what I care. It's about putting the work of the Most High. And that trust in the Most High. And eventually the Most High increased through the power and the Spirit, man. Once, I was able to give that trust. And a lot of y'all who, are kind of having those thoughts and maybe those feelings, you could have them, but don't, there's one thing about having them and acting on them. And that's why prayer is so important. If you ain't praying at least 3 times a day, you're going off. You got to pray at least 3 times a day. And that's why prayer is so important. So we could talk to our Father, Abanawa Yahweh, through a Mashiach, and he could give us the things that we need. But we need to trust, right? And as soon as we trust him, guess what? He's going to increase. Put it to you like this. As of right now, today, the Most High God is flawless and has kept his promise. He kept his word. So much so that he whooped our behinds because we were disobedient. And like any loving father, he put us through he put us through it, So he was loyal, and he is loyal. So you brothers and sisters also need to do the same. Anything else, brothers?
No, that I just want to say, man, this was a wonderful class right here, man. This is a beautiful class. I think brothers was in the spirit, man. The people that was watching in the chat was very engaged, and we're praying, like we said before, man. If we just get one, we did our job, man. So like I say, man, I'm just grateful that the Most High allowed us to come together and do this thing and bring out this word, man, for a topic I think that our people really need to hear, man. People really need to understand what the Most High really want us to do in these last days, man. And like you said, man, it's not a game, man. Stop playing. Stop playing. You know what I mean? Just stop playing with the Most High, man, because he he is the creator of everything that you know to be in existence. Okay, you got to think about the power of the man that we serve, the power that we serve, right? And all things,
Con,
and you want to continue to play games and make excuses, be slothful, be a sluggard, don't want to do the work. Oh, you can't talk to me like that. You think you better than me because you got years, you did that. And the Most High don't, like you said, man. The Most High don't give a damn about that, man. And we are seeing it, man. We are seeing it. We're seeing the Most High put judgment out like this. You hear a brother do something, judgment. She did what? Judgment. They did a judgment. Double judgment. And this happened so fast, and it's to the point where it's like we know, like the brother says, writing is on the wall. Stop playing.
con,
Stop playing with the Most High, man. And take this walk serious. We almost up out of here, man. The heat is on. The heat is on. I got one more thing. I was talking to a brother today, and he was just letting me know he came down from New York. One of my brothers came down from New York, and he was saying, "Man, you can barely get in anything public transportation in New York. They starting to crack down, like where your ID card, where your vaccine card at, right? That's heavy. People losing their jobs, can't go in the grocery store, restaurants, can't go in the entertainment, can't go to the gym, right? Can't go to get the interview to get the job. See what I'm saying? And all that's happening now as this thing wraps up and the Most High start pulling this away, pulling this away, pulling this away. You think you're gonna get to be not loyal to him and think it's gonna be okay and you're gonna make it? It's the numbers don't add up. If you can't be loyal to him now, what makes you think when it hits the fan that you're gonna be okay, you and your family?
con.
You got another thing coming, man. Stop playing with the Most High, man. I just wanted to say that this is a very, very, very powerful class. I'm honored to be on the panel with you, brothers, man. That's all I got.
Con. And Bam,
Yes.
I have one more precept, if I may.
Oh,
Just
absolutely. What you
this
got,
is
King?
this is the book of First Corinthians, chapter 4 and verse 2. Says, moreover, it is required in stewards that a man may be found faithful. This is about that loyalty. This is about that loyalty right here. We have to be faithful and we have to be loyal to the Most High. And I wanted to thank you too, man, for allowing me to be on your platform. I really appreciate it. The water for that.
Come. Pleasure and honor, King. Pleasure and honor. Khan. Shatar Kadar. Anything to add, King? Okay.
Let
May
me
have.
just end
Okay,
with
there you go.
Salaki. Let me end with that 1 Samuel 26:6. And I'm gonna
Okay.
end with that.
First Samuel what?
Chapter 26, verse 6.
6. I'm going there. Okay, go ahead, King. Go ahead,
Okay,
Kadar.
Khan, Salakia. Yeah, it have froze up for a second there, Salakia. This is the book of First Samuel, chapter 26, verse 6. Then answered David and say to Ahimelech the Hittite, and to Abishai the son of, what is that? So,
Zariah.
anyway, the son of Zariah, brother to Joab, saying, who will go down with me to Saul to the camp? And Abishai said, I will go down with thee. So basically, like he heard David say straight up that he's going down there to Saul's camp. The brother didn't even give a second. The brother just said straight up that he's going down there with him. The loyalty right here towards his brother, showing anywhere that you going, I'm going with you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, come.
And look what happened when he went down there. This man could have easily killed this brother, but he didn't. For those that understand the story, he could have easily killed this brother, but he didn't. All he did was cut off the hem of his garment,
Um,
letting him
That's
know.
right.
You know what I'm saying? The beauty in that, the loyalty that this brother Abishai had towards David, towards his brother, to go down there, and they didn't even do
um,
nothing evil. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to show.
All praises.
Oh yeah.
All
all
praises.
praises, all praises.
All praises, all
Hey,
praises.
before before we close out, I just want to kind of Yazaa, you shared something a few days ago, and I just want to let the community know when it comes to things that we can help each other with, it's time for us to get together and help each other with. Y'all love buying, the stuff from Israel, but check it out. We also gotta help support each other and help each other. All right. So, Yazaa, if you don't mind, Ak, I'm gonna actually share my screen so they could help out. And if you want to go ahead and kind of, just discuss kind of what it's for, and kind of where to donate and what else they can do, so
Okay,
that we can support y'all. Go ahead, King.
okay, gone. So, um, a lot of you may not know, unless you kind of, intimate with the congregation of the mighty, or you know me personally, like Bam and Ariel. My daughter, early this year in February, she went into cardiac arrest, and she had lost oxygen for 15 minutes to her brain. So she was in the hospital for about 6 months, and she's in the midst of recovery now. However, we've been trying to get a fundraiser to get her a vehicle so that she can get around to her appointments and things of that nature. And those vehicles are very, very expensive. I'm just be real with you. So I've pretty much used damn near all my life savings to make sure my daughter was healthy, and the Most High brought her through. But she is now in recovery. But we're in the
All
process
praises.
of trying to right. So the Most High
That's
showed
right.
Himself mighty, but we are trying to get renovations onto the house, get her a vehicle, um, a handicap accessible vehicle. Of course, there's different paperwork and things that go with that. So we're just trying to make sure that she gets the proper care and the things that she needs. So we have, I put up a fundraiser on the Facebook. If the Most High puts on your spirit, we're trying to get a total of 10,000 on here to help with the down payment for her van. That'll help us with getting the van. Um, it may seem like a lot, but the Most High, through Him, we could do all things. So we have faith that the Most High will allow that to happen. We've received a lot of love from a lot of the brothers in Masharah Yasha, different congregations. Bam, his brothers, Ariel, his camp, Awakened Israelites, No Cap, Sons of Thunder, brothers from all over, have contributed, and they know my daughter. They've met my daughter. They know the type of spirit that she has. So the Most High put it on your heart. You can reach out to me, Yazaba and Yahweh, on the Facebook. You can get in contact with me there. I also have uh, um, a GoFundMe page, which is her main fundraiser that we're trying to upload. And you can just inbox me, Yazab and Yahweh, and I can send you the link. But just share the information. Share, your prayers with the Most High. Go to the Most High in solidarity, and just pray for her continued healing. And
Um,
we're just honored to just have the brothers, put that out there. Bam, you met my daughter, so You know, he's seen the situation. So, but we're enduring. You know, at the end of the day, we're enduring, and we serve a mighty and terrible God. You know,
Con.
he's the king of terrors, man. But
Right.
he's also the bringer and giver of life, man. So
Mhm.
we're just grateful, and we're just glad that we're able to share this, and Most High is gonna endure, let us endure, and we're gonna make it. You know, she's gonna be all right. So um,
Come on, Khan. Come on,
yeah,
Khan.
I appreciate it. Thank you, King.
All praises, all praises.
Well, hello, y'all. Bashim Yahshai. Hey, if y'all brothers and or sisters are applying Sirach 12 and you do not know Yazah and you know me, you call me and I will vouch for the brother. All right. If you don't know me and you know Yazah and you haven't supported the brother yet, go ahead and support him. And obviously, this is going to, a great cause. You know, obviously things happen and we all need support. And this is time for the nation to give that support. All right.
God,
So,
God,
anything will help. Anything will help, Yasharala. Anything will help.
Con.
All
God,
right.
God,
So, with that, brothers, man, honor and a pleasure. Want to give, honor to the Most High God, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and we also want to give double honors to the elders of Masharah Yasharallah. Remember, y'all, the summit is in February 4th through the 6th in
yep.
Dallas, Texas. All right. If you're not
All
there, you're
praises.
square. All right. If you're not there, rumor has it, if you're not there, you are square. But show up, man. It's a beautiful thing to be around the brothers and
God,
and all that. So make sure that if you haven't attended one, attend. If you're about unity, attend. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just about unity camps. We do things at the summit to help the nation. A lot of y'all got it very, very twisted when you say, well, just unity camps. No, it's not only about unity camps. We sit down, we dialogue with each other, we talk about nation building, things that the nation is going through, current events. The elders put together things and curriculums, and what's not curriculums, it's agendas for the summit. So
hmm
these are things that us as a nation have to do. Right. So, anyways, be there or be square. Right. So, with that, I
God.
want to give a call. How about Shimmy Shai? Much love to the nation of Yasharala.
All
Shalom.
praises.
All praises.
Shalom.
Shalom.
All praises.